Can you fit a composting toilet in a VW T5 campervan short wheelbase? Yes, you can. Today I'm doing a product review on the Nature's Calls composting toilet. So just to add a little bit of context, so far we've been using just a normal camping bucket toilet that you get from Decathlon or eBay, and it's absolutely fine for camping for a couple of days or just overnight if you're wild camping. But anything longer than that, you're left with the problem of where to dispose of your waste. So you've got solids and liquids mixed together. Sorry to talk gross, but we're talking toilets. And you add the chemical and you need to dispose of it in a proper chemical disposal point, which is great if you're on a campsite, but if you're wild camping, you can't. You're then driving maybe 2 hours home with a full toilet in the back to then empty it in your toilet at home. The other problem is that after maybe 2 days of two of you, it absolutely stinks and you have to kind of hold your breath before you lift the lid to sit on it to do your business and then shut it quickly, and it's just disgusting. So I've been after a composting toilet because we can dispose of the liquid, shall we say, just kind of anywhere appropriately, or just take it into a toilet and dispose of it. And the solids you can dispose of in any bin that shows the sign for dog walkers for dog waste. So it's a much more longer term solution. And the problem I found is that composting toilets are one, too large, and two, hugely expensive. I'm talking like over £1,000. So I think I might have found a solution. So this is what we use at present. It's a box that can be used as a seat, and in it is my bucket toilet with solution and toilet roll, and that can just be carried to be disposed of. When these seats turn, it still fits in that position. So when the bed's down, when I put this bed down, I'll show you in a minute, it still fits in that position. So this is the Blue Diamond Nature Calls composting toilet. I did look into making our own, but when I added up all of the components for a composting toilet, and then Dave maybe knocking together some kind of box, if you like, it worked out about the same price, because it is hugely expensive to get all the components that you need, and of course they need to be washable and able to clean easily. So Nature Calls Blue Diamond composting toilet. This was not cheap. I'll put the link in the description, but I'm hoping that this will offer us longer term solution for kind of longer term travelling. I'll show you how it works. Well, not literally. So as you can see, this has a splitter for the liquids and solids. It's connected for travel. This lid comes off, and then inside you have your solids tub with a lid should you need to carry it. You have a lid for your liquids. And this is all really easy, of course, to clean out. Your solid container lid slots in beautifully there. It's very well designed, actually. And then this is the top compartment. And if you don't know anything about composting toilets, the idea is that you lean forward to do your liquids if you're a lady, and back to do your solids. The solids can be disposed of and the liquids separately. So I'm using a food compost carrier bag, and when the solid goes into this, I would add sawdust and then just dispose of it in a bin that says it will take dog waste. Now I have to say I did think for a very long time about buying this because it was so expensive. But I have to say, when it came, I'm really quite pleased with how sturdy it is and solid, and I think it'll last many, many years as long as I kind of look after it, keep it clean. I love the fact it's got these locking things on the side so that if it is in transit, you can put the lids on everything and nothing sloshing about. Sorry. Right, I'm going to turn the seat now and put the bed down. Let's see if it fits. Fingers crossed. So the big question now is it going to fit in this gap? The bed's down, the seats are turned. Oh yes. And it fits perfectly. Now I would advise, if you're going to get one of these, that you turn your seats and measure it and double check, because every pull-out bed is slightly different, every van is slightly different. Mine's a short wheelbase van, so I think if you've got a long wheelbase you wouldn't have a problem at all. And the idea is that when I'm sleeping, when I need to use the toilet in the night, I would just lift it up as so and put it down, and I can still access everything. I put my legs here and sit on the toilet there. I sleep this end, just lift to the lid, have a wee wee, have a poo poo. That's probably a little bit too much information, to be fair. Now, one of the questions you might be interested in is when stealth camping, so pop top down, seats not turned, so kind of this setup, with the bed down, does it still fit? And I'm pleased to say it does. You have to undo your bolts for your turning seat and push the seat forward, but it still means you've got a quick getaway if need be. So I'll just show you, the seats are forward, they are pushed forward, and there's plenty of room for this, which I'm really pleased about. And the bed is fully down. Don't forget to hit the subscribe and the like button. It doesn't cost anything and it really helps me to be able to keep bringing more content for you. Vanlife goodies, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. But I'm not very good on that, I'm learning. So that's your review. There are two downsides as far as I'm concerned. So at present you can see I've got this box here that we actually use as a seat. And sitting on it doesn't damage the toilet because the toilet's designed for sitting on. However, this seat, it's not designed for sitting on this bit. It's only designed for the weight being on the actual toilet. So my plan is to devise some kind of foam inside that can stay in the lid, that will stop the lid being broken, and then devise some kind of like sponge seat above so that it just looks a bit nicer really, and we can use it as a seat. So that's the first thing. The second downside is without a doubt the price. Now, it's a really sturdy bit of equipment. It is going to last you a lifetime, but it's not cheap. Are you sitting down? I paid £270 for this, which for a toilet is just phenomenal. However, other composting toilets are into, you know, over £1,000, 900 to 1,000. And like I said, the components to make your own pretty much come to the same price. So I did do my research, and I'm actually really pleased, but it is a lot of money if you're going to lay out. If you are thinking of buying one, please could you use the link in the description, because I'm an affiliate for eBay and Amazon, and it just gives me a little bit of a kind of thank you for the review that I've done. It doesn't cost you anything extra, so the link in the description for this toilet if you're interested. And, you know, yeah, I'll leave you with a view.